Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Hello and welcome. It is the KVJ After the Show podcast. So people are texting in hoping that Jaber would have some beers today so we could maybe get some more truth out of him here today.
I don't know. I don't want to drink today.
Well, I don't know. Let's ask Joe's mom.
She's got new material now.
Yeah, boy, that little slip of the lip that happened during the regular show.
Yeah. I get too relaxed up in this piece.
It's funny that you say slip of the lip when you're talking about Joe's mom, because them lips are slippery.
I didn't bang her. I did not bang her.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
I would tell you guys. I'd be honest with you.
Yeah, you would? Okay.
Yeah.
I think you guys would believe me.
We would believe you, but, I mean, it's more fun to make fun of you.
Which one of your friends had the hottest mom?
Oh, I can't say it. I can't say it, but there's one, and I cannot say it out of respect. I won't do it. I won't. I've seen this guy get into so many fights. I cannot say it, but she's beautiful.
Can I get you a beer?
Fuck it, let's get a beer.
Well, there you go. That was easy, huh?
All right. I give it about 30 minutes. Right at the end of the podcast.
No.
We'll readdress the situation.
In all seriousness, I can't answer the question of who's my. I just can't do it. Just can't.
All right. We'll have a beer.
Well, I mean, I think you could, look and say, look, she's very attractive. I had a friend that had a very attractive mother.
I've seen him get into like legit fights because people always talked about, oh man, I want to bang your mom, or oh she's so hot, and they do it to troll him and to get him upset. So I think he's now so super sensitive about anything you say, and it's fucking mom. Come on.
I get it.
Yeah.
What is worse, to have all your friends be like going, oh man, I totally want to bang your mom, or have them be like the opposite, be like going, oh, your mom, man.
I would rather have them go, oh, your mom. I do not want them thinking about porking my mom. I don't like it. I feel like some of my friends would be good lovers, and I would not like the fact that my mom would enjoy it. Oh, I don't.
She'd ask for more.
It's too much.
Next thing you know, they're at the dinner table.
Fuck that.
And then it becomes a spaghetti night.
You can call him stepdaddy now.
No, I'd rather have
your friend's your stepdad.
I want you to be grossed out by my mom.
Spaghetti, takes her into the bedroom. Oof, it'd be rough, huh? Rough for mom, at least.
Okay, right, it's getting weird. This is getting weird.
Okay. Which one are you drinking there, Cat 3 or Cat 5?
I think I'm out of Cat 5. I got to go with the...
okay. That means you have to drink twice as many.
The small boy drink.
Yeah.
It's a 6.1.
No, it's not that small. Yeah, don't...
Do they have a Cat 1, Cat 2? Do they do the whole thing or just no?
I think there's Cat 3. I think I've seen the Cat 4. They usually do that with a little bit more flavor. I think they've done that maybe a little bit. They do a flavored IPA on that. That might be a spicy one, I think they had done. But they got the Mexican standoff.
The Mexican standoff is fun.
That's
spicy.
what I cannot do.
Oh, I love it.
That's good. It's got a nice little bite, but it's kind of like one of those ones where there's some beers where you don't even want to do one.
Right.
Like you wouldn't want to sit down all day and pound Mexican standoff.
No.
But yeah, to have...
It's a special treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to have one where just kind of like chill, it would go great with some kind of like a Tex-Mex kind of food and stuff like that too. It'd be nice.
See, you guys like drinking and eating at the same time.
I do.
I cannot do that. Yeah, you'll actually catch a buzz while you're eating, which blows my mind.
Well, I've already had 3 martinis before I sit down.
Good point. You do pregame before your meals.
I do. Well, you got to have cocktail hour before appetizers.
Eating the food makes me not want to. I either want to eat or drink and drink. It's never both. I can't do it.
Oh, I can have a 7-course meal and a different alcoholic beverage pairing for each course.
Yeah, it's kind of fun when they do it. I haven't done it often, but I've done a couple of those, and it's kind of fun.
That's why I couldn't fit in my pants for the longest.
Yeah, it definitely doubles up the calories.
It does.
I can see that.
Yeah,
if you drink and eat at the I can drink, for an event or a few hours, and then I just go ham on some food, but not during. But yeah, I can see how you could get real.
You get to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, someone has to roll me out of here.
That's not fun.
But I enjoy a tasting menu. It gets so excited. like when they have a pairing of each course with each individual beverage, and it's like been selected to complement each other, and each course is maybe like 3 or 4 bites. It's not like a big entree, but I get butterflies when I think about something like that.
There is times where if you have like a buzz and you know that there's an amazing amount of food you're about to eat, it's some of your favorite stuff. That, my friends, I think that's called heaven.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if you're going to be buzzed in heaven. I don't know, maybe you are.
I'm not so impressed with the amount of food. I'd rather it be quality, not quantity.
I want quality and quantity. I used to get so down when I was a kid. My dad would take me to McDonald's and I'd get so excited, and I wouldn't eat the Big Mac right away because I didn't want it to go away. And I would put it on my face. I would like just look at it. I would take little bites. I would eat it in the shape of a moon. I just did not want it to go away. And then on that last bite, I was down about it.
Oh.
And I think it's carried on into my adulthood. I think that's why I have food anxiety.
The sadness of a little bird.
Shit, man. This drinking, it opens up some doors.
Yeah. It really is. Yeah, knock that back pretty quick there. There you go.
And we got a lot of questions. Drink up.
Okay.
Yes. Got this email said, "Hey, Clint Eastwood and the rest of the KVG show, including Vivian and producer Dennis."
Vivian.
Over the last month, I've been making a collection of Jaybird's random acronyms, and I think that there is no way that if Kevin gave Jaybird a quiz that he would actually get them all right.
Oh, shit. We're doing quiz? All right, hold on.
You think a drink's going to help this?
No. Oh.
Are you okay? Did it go down the wrong tube?
It went down the wrong hole.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm having an instant beer heart attack. Oh.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
It's your own acronyms that you've created.
Okay.
Tell me what they mean. You tell them about us, like we should know. So I'll throw them back to you.
All right.
See if you remember.
You should nail this.
I should know these.
This is 100%er.
If you have the BREs, what do you have?
The BREs.
BREs are what?
The BREs are...
You've shown us how on the show.
Bring...
A little case of the BREs.
Oh, BREs. Fuck, what was it? Do you remember it?
No, I'm trying to think of
Can you use it in a sentence?
BREs.
No, he definitely had a case of the BREs. Mm-hmm.
Big rectal explosion?
It smells like somebody had a BRE in our lobby. What is going on with the smell of our lobby?
I have no idea.
It does smell like poop / beef stew. It's very odd. No, it's gross.
So Denny said it to me this morning, like early this morning. He's like, it smells a little sewery in the lobby. And then when I went out there to go pee-pee, I'm just saying, it smells like somebody had the BREs.
So could it be plumbing? Could it be somebody who was in there farting it up? It could be.
Know.
Could be somebody came in to pick up a prize and left a present.
BRE, I am stumped.
It's not big rectal explosion?
No, it's not. It's bedroom eyes.
Bedroom eyes. Okay. BRE. That's dumb bird. Come on.
Bedroom eyes.
Okay, one word. Bedroom. That's dumb. I'm mad at myself. All right, give me more.
Drink up.
Yeah, you're right. Every time he misses one, it's a drinking game now. Every time you miss one, you got to take a big
Or
drink.
every time you get one right.
Okay.
It's a celebration.
You're right.
I like
Maybe
both
it's not a
rules.
punishment.
I like both rules.
But then he won't be able to have a drink, yeah. Now stop drinking. We want him to drink.
We don't want him to stop.
I think he was going to miss all these. That's why I think you should drink when you miss.
Okay.
BHP stands for what? That's your own acronym.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Huh?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Virginia would say that you're into BHP.
I'm into... That's not butt hair pie, is it?
Butt hair pie.
That's so disgusting.
I like pubic hair, but only around the butthole. Everything else must be clean.
I like to combine smells.
I want a big butt bush.
BHP?
Yeah. You threw out this acronym.
Okay, all
on
right.
the show.
I'm going to have a BHP. I'm going to...
Yeah, he's into BHP.
He's into BHP. He's into... I keep going back to butt hair pie. I'm sorry.
I think I know what it is.
What is it?
Butthole play.
Butthole play.
Take a drink, Jay Bird. You missed it.
Take a
Good
drink.
job, Virginia.
Yeah.
I love it. He doesn't know his own acronyms. Okay, BIO.
Do I only do B?
I think these are in like alphabetical order.
Oh, there's a
B-I-
bunch of them then. There's 3 B ones.
BIO.
BIO. Can you use that in a sentence?
Come on, BIO.
Bring it on.
That's right.
Okay.
Drink, Virginia. I had to drink. I got it right.
You're supposed to drink when you get it wrong.
No, both. It's a celebration or it's all.
JMM.
JMM. Jaybird. Masturbation. Matting. Used in a sentence?
Apparently he got word from JMM.
I got word from JMM. Just my mom? Is it just my?
Nope. It's not.
Drink.
John Michael Montgomery.
Oh,
That
you
one.
love JMM.
You love JMM too.
I do.
I do love me some JMM.
Okay. How about HL?
Hell,
HL. Ain't nobody been better in a movie than HL.
hot legs.
Hot legs.
No. HL.
Yeah.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, Virginia's got 2.
Drink.
Do you need a new beer?
Okay. NBI.
Not buying it. That
There
one I
you
know.
go. Okay.
Like the back of my hand.
OH.
Oh, no.
Let's see if you guys
You
know that.
tricked us.
Yeah. Go Bucks. We're doing that a lot this weekend. Nope. OH.
Oh, that's a real one.
It
OH.
is. Yeah, it's not there.
Oh, hell.
Oh, no. Me and my family used to love to go to OH.
We used to love to go to OH. We used to love to go to Olive
Harden.
OH.
Yeah, that is kind of odd. He says OH and he says it stands for Olive Garden. Did you do that? Or did he have a typo?
That's a fair question on both accounts. 'Cause I might have said OH and I meant
Yeah,
Olive
Braden, you have to
Garden.
let us know. I don't know. It's very possible. OH. I'm just kind of curious. Okay. What's wrong there? Person who sent the email or Jaybird? And CP.
CP.
People were sending me some photos that you can actually get this, I think, at Walmart's, or was it Walmart? Or was it someplace, I think, in Port St. Lucie. It's available with other types of delicious beverages.
CP. Only talking about CP. I'm only talking about cola. CP. Do you know this one?
No, I'm thinking really hard though.
CP. Oh, man, I love the CP.
Oh, Clear Pepsi.
Actually, you still missed it. Crystal Pepsi.
Crystal Pepsi.
Oh, gee. Drink.
I hate that blew the name.
I blew it all.
All of them.
I just blew it.
What are their names?
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
People in the damn chat room know more than I do. That was fun. I just love games.
Yeah, games are fun, aren't they? Especially when you made them up and then you don't do so well on
That
them.
is funny. That was a true challenge.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Let me see here. Got an email about offensive last names. You heard that there was a woman, Natalie, was it Peters or something? I can't remember what it was. But she had a name, and she went allowed on Facebook or Instagram. Wiener, that's right. It was Wiener, yeah. Wiener was her name, and they said, yeah, right. Uh-huh. No wieners on Facebook or Instagram, but Twitter let her on. And this is one, apparently there are other places as well. Yeah, please don't use my first name, but this is a response from Disney's website regarding my last name. Eventually, they did accept it, and she put her name in, and her last name is Felch. And they said, the name you enter contains inappropriate language. Please re-enter.
Felch.
Yeah.
How's that inappropriate?
Felch, you know what Felch is?
No, what is
Isn't
it?
felching like when you...
Show me on Kevin.
I think...
You don't want to.
This is pretty graphic.
I don't want you to, actually.
I think I do want you to.
It's pretty graphic. Is it the same thing as snowballing?
What's snowballing?
You know what snowballing is?
Okay, you got to
It
tell
is,
me
yeah.
what felching and snowballing.
I think snowballing / felching is where someone. Kev, why don't you say it?
No, I want you to say it.
It's when you cum in someone's mouth and you hold the cum in your mouth and then you make out with the person and then you swap the semen.
Wow.
I don't want to say it. You made me.
I'm learning so much.
Is that what you knew it as?
No, it's.
Okay, enough about what you and Denny's do. What's felching?
No,
give it back to me, baby.
no. There's one. No. That's snowballing. That is snowballing. Now, whether snowballing and felching is the same thing, I don't know.
Well, you were close.
Snowballing's real, Virginia.
Yeah, felching is a sexual practice involving the act of orally sucking semen out of the vagina or anus of one's partner.
Okay, so I'm in the same ballpark.
That's snowballing
No,
or felching?
that's felching.
Felching?
What I described to you was snowballing.
So it is a bad word.
Yeah.
And you just didn't know that your name meant that. I didn't know your name meant that. I mean, if that was my name, I wouldn't have known either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, it's a bold move.
I mean, snowballing's not a bold move.
Snowballing's bold too.
That's a bold move.
But
Yeah, snowballing is with the mouth back and forth.
Yes.
Felching is where you take it out of the private parts. So snowballing is when you're swapping it back
is
and
it the
forth
guy
in the
that
mouth.
put it there that takes it out, or is it a different guy that takes it out?
It could be different guy, but a lot of times it's the same guy, and I think it's a lot of times it's a gay men activity.
It could be different, though. It could be
And sometimes they use
anybody.
a straw.
Now that's shrimping. I've heard of
Oh,
that.
that's right. Yeah, maybe that is shrimping.
Okay,
Yeah,
Shrimping,
straw.
you use a straw.
The term shrimping coupled with the word cum is kind of making me grossed out.
You could technically felch and then snowball.
Technically, man, you are a very intelligent person.
I'm learning. I had no idea that was. I didn't know felch was a word, much less that it meant that. Mm-hmm. Does everybody know that? Am I just dumb?
Yeah,
No.
you're right. That is the definition. Okay, so snowballing is the mouth, felching is the private parts, and shrimping is using a straw.
Okay, I'm glad we got that taken care of.
That's all the difference. So they're actually all different.
And isn't that weird how
The
we
more
all...
you know. Cue that little star and the NBC trail that it makes.
Yeah.
But isn't it weird, though? We all kind of had our own little... Like, you knew about the shrimping. I knew about the snowballing. Kevin knew about the felching. That was a collective effort.
Together,
The more you know.
we are derelicts.
Oh, yeah. Together, we're just heathens.
Yeah. Okay, well, there you go.
I bet you there's a lot of people that didn't know that. I mean, we've all come here today to learn.
I didn't, I didn't know necessarily all the specifications.
So do you think that's just somebody making up those terms just to be out there? Or do you think there are
I
people
think there
that
are people who
are
are doing it, yeah.
that are legit into
if,
doing it?
If Disney knows to flag the word felch, then it must be real.
Mickey does it to Minnie.
That role-playing stuff is real big right now. Just where people are dressing up.
At your house, it's big.
No, just people in general.
You and Joe's mom.
The cosplay world has gotten very sexual in the last couple of years.
Really? Just
Oh,
the last
yeah.
couple, huh?
Yeah, it's been more commonly reported on.
Okay. We'll continue on the education here. Engineer Keith, let us know a couple of things.
He just spilled beer all over his computer.
And then he wiped it up with a book.
That tired ass book of quotes looks like it's been through 3 hurricanes.
Be nice about this book. You know I get real sensitive about this book.
You're just
He doesn't
missing
have-
the back cover.
But wait, he doesn't even have a phone because he put it in the microwave. And now he just spilled beer in the only working piece of equipment he has.
Oh, my life's a mess right now. I don't have a working phone. I have to type from my fucking computer, which I accidentally texted to an ex that I love you to Aunt Ann, but I sent it to my fucking ex.
Which ex?
I don't want to say it. Drink! A lot of problems.
It's that kind of day.
It's that kind of week. We're on day fucking 2. It's what?
Luckily, you're 3
We're on
days
day
in.
5.
No, we're on day. No, what's today?
It's the 5th.
Kevin, I'm sorry. Please read your emails. Shut my microphone off.
No, this is great.
It's not.
I'm enjoying the Jaybird show.
No.
He's drinking a Cat 3, but he's a Cat 5.
That's good. I like it. You got a lot of good quips over there.
Thank you. You're my muse.
All right, don't be a dick.
The thing
That was nice.
when you're talking about dirty names in the Navy, they use your email address. They take your last name followed by your first initial. So you may not necessarily have a bad name, but it might come out bad. Like Tamara Coughlin. So the way it's going to be, you're going to take the T from Tamara and you're going to put it at the end of her last name. So it's going to be Coughlint.
Coughlint.
Yes. So Coughlint is how her email address is, and everybody's going, hey, Coughlint. Yeah.
Lint on your
I
cock.
got a big ball of Coughlint.
That's funny.
And in the Navy, you can be referred to several different ways, like it's your rank and then your last name. And you're either airman, fireman, or seaman. So the worst name to have in the Navy is Guzzler because you'd be known as Seaman Guzzler.
Maybe everybody in the Army didn't laugh at that. Maybe they were cool.
It's Navy, but they wouldn't.
we had back at the old fancy place that I worked at. There were two couples, and they had sort of the same name. It was Kuntz, and I shit you not, they pronounced it. And I apologize for this. Kuntz. That was a real name.
Kuntz.
And they said it as Kuntz. That's how they. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Kuntz, and I would never call their name. I'd always, hey, what's up, Mr. K? I would never call them Kuntz.
And Mr. K.
But nobody thought that was a big deal. They literally had the last name Kuntz.
It seems like a big deal.
I wouldn't like that. I would change my name. I know you're like, oh, well, it's about your family. And no, because everywhere you go, you're Kuntz.
I agree.
I don't want to be Kuntz.
And then there was Kuntz, and they were Kuntz. So it was very bizarre, yeah.
That's weird.
It was weird.
You never know. You never know. Let's see here. Another little thing to let you know about. You're talking about some of those names like Shatheed. Some person had a last name. Shithead. It was spelled like shithead, but it was pronounced like Shatheed is the name. And Jaybird brought up the comment that back in colonial times he thought they were calling each other shithead and stuff like that. It's just something that's always been around. Even back in the Bible, they would call each other, hey, shithead.
I don't think that's true because we learned about the origins of shit. This is now going to be a refresher?
No, because when you tell us about the origins of shit, it wasn't olden times. It was set in the olden days. I remember you bringing that up.
Well, shit had to do with back when shipping was a big deal. Not that shipping's not big today, but it was the only real form of transit, and it was an issue where you get a lot of water onto the boats. And so when they would take manure and send it around, they would always put ship high in transit. Because if you had manure at a lower level and the water got up on the docks, then it would mix with the manure and you'd have just muddy crap all over the deck.
Gross.
So you would have to put the manure higher up so that the water wouldn't get into it. And so it had the acronym SHIT. And so they'd be going, move that shit over there. And so that's how you got shit.
Isn't that crazy how that word's not allowed? And it's just a word that
I know it
should not be
right.
So forbidden.
That's why I'm not
say.
so hung up on what we call dirty words because that's really kind of a man-made concept.
Well, I remember I actually dropped the C word back in the day on the podcast, and this is in the beginning of our podcast where I think some people didn't know what they were getting themselves into, and the email was so scathed. I can't believe Jaybird dropped the C bomb and all that. I'm like, it's just that one word. It's a word. When you really break it down,
it is a word. Yeah. What is the word?
Why is that word any different than box or snatch?
Words don't upset me, and I tell Mags this. I'm like, look, you can say whatever you want. Just know your company and know your place. You can't say stuff at school because there's going to be consequences, and you can't say stuff in front of other people's parents because there's going to be consequences. Know your place and know that you're 13 and know your surroundings.
And I'm not talking about hate speech. I'm talking about words like shit and fuck and butthole.
Yeah, fun stuff. Yeah.
You can't say butthole on the air. We are not allowed to technically say butthole on the air. We would get in trouble.
You're right. You're not supposed to. I've said it, but you're not supposed to.
You said titty. You're not allowed to say titty. We got in trouble, y'all. Virginia got us into a meeting because of titty.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you couldn't say titty.
The boss played the audio of you saying, he's like, What do you guys think? Do you think this is too much? And then he hits the play button, and it's Virginia going, titty, titty, titty. He goes, do you think that's too much?
Yes, it was. Jeez.
And you had such a southern drawl. Titty,
Titty.
That was like my first year on the show.
You're like, what is going on?
That was awesome.
Who is this crazy Cajun man?
Well, Engineer Keith let us know that as far as the origin of shithead, Google will search its database of books to see how far back the usage of words goes. It's limited to whatever books they have scanned, so it's not absolute. But that being said, shithead first came into usage in the 1950s, according to Google. So
Interesting.
That's when you started seeing that.
Engineer Keith, smart motherfucker.
Yeah, he really does have it figured out.
Oh,
I don't know if I've ever met Engineer Keith, but if I had a problem where it was the end of the world and I need something fixed, I'm going to him and Denny's.
If you have a problem, he'll solve it.
Cool.
cool.
Have a drink.
Drink!
Amanda from Port St. Lucie said, I heard you guys talking about what is your town famous for. I grew up in Douglasville, Georgia, and one of my neighbors had a giant mailbox in his front yard. It was the largest in the state. You can see it in comparison there on KVJ TV. Every time we drove by, my dad would say, they must get a lot of mail.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so that being my neighbor, you can imagine how many times I heard it over the 17 years that we lived there. I attached a pic so you could see it. But yeah, that's dad jokes for you. Yeah, I remember, and dads always had that. Dads like landmarks. My dad always had, there was a sign, and it was about mileage between my town and the next town over, Athens, Ohio, and it would be like how far it was, and my dad would act like it was a scoreboard every time. And I remember when I was like in 8th grade, we were going out of town for a little basketball tournament, had some of the cheerleaders in there. One was a girl I was going steady with, and my dad's like going, oh, look, Logan's winning 24-17. And I was like, and they're like, what does he mean? I'm like, see, he's like,
my dad would do
trying to explain
scoreboard.
it. Trying to explain it. They're just looking at me lost, like, what?
We don't
You're
like
explaining
it.
your dad's joke. Yeah, my dad was like that a lot too. We just brought up the whole the puppet story when I was in 8th grade and I was dating a 10th grader, and I was trying to impress her by doing the whole puppet thing, and I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, man. And my whole family could hear everything I was doing. I mean, I was doing like a whole routine, like, hey, how's it going? Oh, my name's Scruffy, or whatever the fuck the dog's.
No.
It was pretty rough. Why am I telling the story?
I don't know.
Drink.
You're right. You broke into the story. I'm like, why is he telling this story?
Why am I telling that story?
I don't know, but it's a fun ride.
Oh, because my dad would tell. So it coupled with me doing a horrible pet or a puppet show, my dad comes in. He's like, "Yeah, so I love it when you call me Big Papa," and he starts saying, "Call me Big Papa, call me Big Papa," like that.
So this girl was getting double teamed?
She got double teamed with,
Poor thing.
with terrible comedy.
Sounds like a very forgettable
He
night.
would always try to do that.
Oh.
Yeah. Got this email
Terrible story.
from Chuck saying regarding yesterday's show, Kevin's hometown is the only place in America where they still make washboards and home to the Washboard Festival, as featured on CBS Sunday morning.
Yeah, great show.
He says, I play washboard in Zydeco in a local Lake Worth band.
Wow.
And it came from my hometown, obviously. It had to, because it's where they make all the washboards left.
That's cool.
There's actually a big scene for folk bluegrass gypsy bands with washboards. Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. Love you guys. Jaybird, huzzah.
Huzzah.
There's a photo of him playing his washboard right there. You can see that. And,
Love it.
You can see in that photo, he's actually kind of making a huzzah face in that photo there.
I love the sound of a washboard. I think it sounds cool in songs. It's
Me
very
too.
cool.
Yeah, they said
How much
40% of their
alike
sales.
we are.
You know we might be brothers.
We even think the same. You
know we
there
might
may
be
be others. Kevin hates Emmett Otter Jug at Christmas.
Oh, it's coming into the Christmas season. You're going to hear a lot of this shit.
Yeah?
Every single year we bully Kevin.
Brothers.
Yeah, every year.
Got some suggestions here. I've got Parrish saying that the sleep water does work. And she liked it. I was talking about my flight.
Sleep water.
Yeah, it's the stuff I saw at the airport. And then
We talked about it.
I know,
Yeah.
but I thought it was like a racket. It's real?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it is. No, I mean, I told you. I saw it, like, in the airports. It's just kind of like a little bottle, probably about, like, maybe 4 to 5 ounces of it. And,
What's in it?
I don't know. I never read the label.
Doesn't it seem like it needs like a quick little like jingle? How would the Sleepwater jingle go? It would go.
Sleepwater.
See, I hear it. Sleepwater. You don't hear it like that?
No, you need it to be a little softer, like ding ding ding.
No, I think the commercial's like,
Sleepwater.
get your sleep with this great water. Dun Sleepwater, and that's how it ends. I love it. Drink.
And then a pharmacist said, I'm telling you, do not waste your money on sleep aids. Most OTC shit is all marketing and Benadryl.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, is the active ingredient, OTC ingredient in all sleep aids. Unisom is 50 milligrams. He gets into a whole bunch of pharmacy kind of talk here. It's going to lose everybody.
So is Sleepwater just Benadryl water?
Benadryl will make you drowsy,
Yes, it will.
but also make you fucking weird, and it will make you hit up an ex.
He said, I can guarantee that Sleepwater is either Benadryl, doxylamine, or melatonin, all of which list drowsiness as a side effect.
So, sleep aids across the counter, or
Over the counter? Drink.
They do not work for me, but they would
Okay.
work for someone like a Kevin. Kevin would be able to take a sleep aid and it would knock him out. For me, it would knock half of my body out, and then the other half of me would be wide awake.
I'll give you half a Xanax. That'll knock you out, Kev.
Ooh, I
Can't
don't
talk
know,
about drug deals on the air. That's a podcast. I don't know the rules. I think you're cool.
Hey, it's the Wild West podcast. You can talk about anything. Right?
But Xanax, Kevin, if you gave Kevin a Xanax today, he would wake up in November.
Yeah.
His pure
I'm
soul.
good.
What Kevin should do is to find a weekend when he has nothing going on Saturday and take a Xanax on a random Friday night
Yeah.
to see how it affects him. Go to bed, wake up Saturday, see if he can handle it.
When you hit me up around midnight, that's when you know it's working.
No. You should be fast asleep at midnight.
He says, I hate to see patients spend 4 times as much for something that does the same thing as something marketed for allergies. So maybe like a Benadryl is just better and you'll save money.
The other stuff that does not work, if you have serious insomnia problems, is that, what's the stuff they put in that St. John's wort? There's a name for it.
Ginkgo biloba?
Ginkgo biloba, but there's another name. It's
Melatonin?
melatonin. That shit does not work on a certain type of body chemistry. It just doesn't work.
You're a case study. You're definitely different. It's like things that would work on other people won't work on you, and things affect you differently.
I think I'm 20% of the population where nothing is going to work unless you go to a doctor.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It's a very helpful email on travel advice from Shannon. Said, I've been listening since I moved to the Pizzle 9 years ago. Discovered the podcast a few years back, and I love that. I haven't missed a second of KVJ since, even though I'm in Tampa now.
That's awesome.
Anyways, wanted to send a little travel advice for Kev's trip in November. My husband travels internationally a few times a year, and he always does his best to get his schedule onto the schedule of his destination ASAP. His most valuable tips are, about a week beforehand, start shifting your sleep schedule closer to that of your destination. Stay up later, sleep later in the morning. I know this may be hard with your crazy schedule, but just thought I'd share anyways. And also, the second you sit down on the plane, set the time on all your devices and your watch to that destination. If you need to sleep on the plane, to get on that schedule, melatonin is a big help. Also, earplugs are even better, noise-canceling headphones. He also suggests asking the flight attendant to not wake you for meal service. Apparently, there are some stickers you can get to communicate that as well. Also, avoid caffeine and booze unless alcohol helps you sleep. When you get to your destination, act as if you're on their schedule immediately. If you weren't able to sleep on the plane, don't nap. Just plug through the day and go to sleep when you normally would.
Huh.
There you go.
Good tips. Thank you.
Yeah, some very valuable stuff. So there you go. Anybody traveling? I appreciate it.
Oh,
You all right?
it's over?
It's over.
What are you doing over there? Who are you texting?
Business.
He's over there clicking.
I know he is, right?
I got to get...
Is it Joe's mom?
It's not Joe's mom.
Is it Joe?
I had to answer some shit. No, it's got nothing to do with any kind of trim whatso possible.
Okay. What about butthole hair pie?
There's no butt hair hole part.
BHP. All right, thanks y'all for the emails. Mail at kvjshow.com. You guys get itching to go for a little bit of lunch today. There's one place you need to go, Butts Chicken and Seafood. Offering 2 pieces of chicken and fries for $3.49 and 3 pieces of chicken and fries for $3.99. It's a delicious choice during the hectic time of the back to school for the kids. For a limited time offer. Check it out.
You nailed it.
Yeah, you did.
Kevin nailed it.
Nice job,
Yeah,
Kevin.
well, thank you.
Woo!
We'll talk to y'all later.
Listening to you.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.